Well, hello everyone, it's Lulu. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday night. I try to do this every Sunday night. I do a little chit chat about my week. Not that people live and die to hear about my week, but it's just kind of been a nice way to stay in touch with all of you, and it kind of spills into my Facebook group, and it's what's the word? Cathartic for me. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Today is Sunday, March 22nd. My sisters just left. They visit every Sunday. They visit during the week, but they both come on Sunday to visit with my mom. Okay, the headband that won, I know you can hardly see it, it's so sad, is the oval one. Can you see it? I can't see what I'm doing. So we're going to start with the vote. If you're new to my channel, on Sunday night chats, allegedly, I resurrected my makeup world, and I call that Friday Makeup Fun. I've been absent the past few weeks after resurrecting it, and then I usually wear my hair down, but on Sunday night chats, I tend to wear it up with a headband. So every week we vote on next week's headband. These are both doubles. It's one headband with two things. So this is a rose gold with little rhinestones. Can you tell it's rose gold? Maybe not. So it's just a double row. You know, what's on my head, it'd probably look like this. Sorry for looking in the viewfinder. And then this is also a double. I'm trying to keep it fair. This one is a silvery color, and it has little, kind of like rhinestone flowers. What would we call them? Yeah. So when it's on my head, it'll probably look like this. And then we have the rose gold. So let's just vote for rose gold or silver gold. They're not gold. Silver or rose. How's that? This is the rose. This is the silver. I love them both. And then what else do we do on our Sunday night chats? We drink some wine. We always drink wine. I'm usually drinking wine well before the recording, and then I drink it during the recording, but then I start talking so much I forget. But today we're gonna, isn't this pretty? Oh, you can't really, can you see? Oh, maybe not. But I call this my Mardi Gras glass. Why not? It's very colorful, very happy. I love my wine on the weekends. All right. The elephant in the room, the elephant in all of our rooms, the elephant in our lives, the elephant in the world. I have nothing to say that hasn't been said before. I think probably it has been, if anything, crystal clear. You know, not everybody watches the news. My sons, I'm not sure, are watching daily press briefings or the 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock news, depending on where you live. I am keeping them highly aware of what is going on. And I mean, they do know. Seeing the pictures coming out of the spring break, whether it was in Alabama or Georgia or Florida. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But, you know, you kind of have a one-track mind, party, party, party. You're probably not really as diligent to the news. I think the early news reports were if you were sick, stay home. And looking back, hindsight, not blaming anybody, probably should have said stay home, young or old, and probably maybe more of an emphasis than was on the young. Not that they're doing well through this, but maybe it just kind of led to, hey, I'm young, I'm healthy, and now we're trying to kind of rein that in. But watching many news reports on different channels interviewing the spring break gang, and I'm sorry, I don't care how old they are. I don't care how old they are. You never stop being a parent. You can argue with me. You can be one of those parents that they're 18, they're out of the house. This is literally, for some people, life and death. Where are the parents? Where are the parents? And this age group, Those are the parents that wanted a trophy for every kid on the basketball team or the baseball team, even though they were still part of the team. Sorry, you don't get an A unless you earned it in my book. Oh, let's not start down that road. I'm old. All right, so we voted for the headband. We talked about this worldwide. Who would have known? Like we as a world, we as a country, particularly the United States, we're ready for, we try to foresee disasters. The electric grid. God forbid a cyber attack hit the electric grid or our water supply or our air traffic control towers. We've planned for everything. Look at all the TSA and what we go through at the airports. The economy, a virus. No one saw it coming. How could we? It's new. How do you even, we're trying to think of everything that could hit us. Maybe we didn't think of a virus or a pandemic, or God bless everybody that has to make decisions. God bless those who are taking care of us. And I'm done with the subject, as always. Okay. This has been on my mind for decades. You know how people, they lose something, and then they go, of course, it was in the last place I looked. Now, let's just think about that for a moment. It was in the last place I looked. Well, that's because it was the last place you looked. Did you keep on looking after you found it? Oh, I found my ring. Let me just keep looking. Open the freezer, open the drawers, look behind the bed. No, because you found it. So, of course, it was the last place you looked. Not that I should be so emotional about that saying, but it's one of those, do you have little things that just drive you crazy? It was the last place I looked. Yeah. Did you? Anyway, that's on my thing. I am watching Wolf Hall on Prime, I believe. I think way when I first started being a binger on Prime and Netflix, I watched this. When I was really into the period dramas and, the Borgias and Downton Abbey and Henry VIII and the Marcheses, somebody in Florence, what do I know? But all of those kind of things. And stumbled upon Wolf Hall, and it sounded familiar. I started watching it. I'm just sure I watched it, but it had to be so long ago. And, after a while, these historical period dramas taking place in England and Scotland and Ireland, and they kind of, but I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it again. It's 8 episodes. Fabulous. So I had fun watching that. Last week, I might have mentioned that my sister recommended Virgin River, and there were a lot of positives on my Facebook group. And then my sister, when I said, okay, I'm starting to watch it, she was like, call me before you do that. And I had already started, maybe I was 20 or 30 minutes into it, and loving it. And then she texts me, call me. So I call her, she's like, you may not be ready for this. And I guess there's sadness in it, sadness. And she thought that maybe as I am finally having good days, I'm having good days, I'm having good hours. They are, I want to say far and few between, but I'm having good days. And that's really incredible since Vito died. I've not had, but I'm starting, I think that's why I resurrected my makeup series. And she's like, maybe you really just shouldn't be watching this now. I'm like, okay, that's all you have to tell me. Won't be watching it. So there went that. And then I'm looking at a series called Lovejoy, which is, detective series, murder detective series. And the now it's older, it's, I don't know if it's 60s or early 70s, but the cinematography, is that what it would be called, the filmmaking? It just looked sloppy or something, and I know nothing about filming and editing, but that's that. Mom is leveled off like we were on a very much a trajectory that was downward, particularly after surgery, after effects of anesthesia. The rehab was brutal on her. Great, worked, but it was really a lot of work. Yet, you know, being away from home, and she was really great when she came home and played with her mat, you know, anyway. And then all of a sudden it was just like, and I think now it's leveled off. So it went down, so it stayed down, but now it's leveled off. And she has, as can be expected, she herself has good days and bad days, but at least it's not that steady downward kind of spiral. And she has 2 doctor's appointments, and both called and are doing telemed calls, so that's pretty cool. And trying to explain, you know, we're going to put him on speakerphone, and you're going to, just like you're sitting in the office, talk like normal, and my sister Vala will be there, and if I have a chance, I will as well be working, but if I have a chance to pop into the room, I will, because I think it's fascinating. No discoveries at Aldi's or Costco this week because I didn't go this week to Aldi's or Costco. So there you go. So there you go. I was watching, I think it was Fox News. Oh, what is her name? Yeah, it was Fox. I try to watch all the channels to try to keep myself balanced. The news channels, but she said, she came up right on air, she came up with, don't roam, stay at home. And I thought, oh my gosh, I hope that catches. Don't roam, stay at home. I love that. That's kind of it. I had a little, I guess we all, I don't know, kind of had a boring week. Did I get anything in the mail that was particularly interesting this week? I don't think so. I did find the Hermes red lipsticks at Berghoff Goodman in New York, so I probably will be giving my sons a nudge. A couple of colors I really like. I just want to own them. I don't want to use them. I just want to own them. You know, it's one of those things. Someday on one of these fun Friday makeup videos, I will do my the collection that I don't use because I just want to own it. Too good to use kind of stuff, or too, I don't know. Thank you so much for joining me. Today was really very generic, very rambling, but I still really enjoyed seeing you and you seeing me, I hope. Vote on the headbands, remember, if you've made it this far. Just a reminder. I suppose I could wear both. This is the rose, and this is the silver. And these are just very fine rose. Maybe you can see the rose gold there. Thank you so much. Have a good week. Stay home. If you go out, maintain your distance. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. Take cleansing wipes with you. Sanitize your hands. Sanitize the steering wheel, the doorknob, the trunk handle. You know, as you're walking the door handle. Just keep everything clean. And Illinois is under a stay-at-home place act order. But it's amazing how many really essential businesses there are. So it's not quite as horrible as it might sound. Take care. Bye-bye.